Time Warner Cable is pleased to be an underwriting sponsor for Carolina Week.
Coming up on the October 12th edition of Carolina Week.
It's University Day. We'll show you the highlights of this year's celebration.
And what is it that makes Chapel Hill one of the best places in the country for you to start a business?
In sports, UNC football finally makes a comeback, and women's soccer continues to dominate in the ACC.
Weathercaster Joe Belanger will tell us if we can expect these clouds to stick around through this week.
All that and a showcase of talent from the senior class.
Carolina Week starts right now.
From the James F. Goodman Studio in the School of Journalism and Mass Communication at the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, connecting campus and community, this is Carolina Week.
The nation's first public university is now 216 years old. Good evening, I'm Bethany Tuggle.
And I'm Chris Neal. Thanks for joining us. At a lunchtime ceremony, the university marked the anniversary of the laying of the cornerstone of Old East in 1793. It's a day of pomp and circumstance, and a day to talk about what the university has done and will do. Our Adam Yosem was there.
Faculty donned their academic regalia and gathered at the Old Well before proceeding into Memorial Hall to celebrate University Day.
This was the beginning of public higher education in the United States, and it happened right here in Chapel Hill.
4 distinguished UNC alumni received awards, among them a 3-time All-American women's soccer player.
Charlie Justice, Michael Jordan, Mia Hamm.
And the UNC Chamber Singers delivered their traditional choral piece. Governor Bev Perdue started her keynote speech by discussing UNC's role in developing leaders of today and tomorrow.
Accomplishments made here at this university have changed the world, quite simply, and we are all forever better because of them.
Perdue went on to talk about the current state of North Carolina's economy.
For the short term, let me assure you that North Carolina is making progress.
And said her short-term goal as governor is to make sure the state is ready for global economic recovery once the recession ends. Perdue also stressed the importance of service in helping the state meet these economic challenges and said Carolina's mission is about more than what happens on campus.
So on behalf of the 9.5 million of us who call North Carolina home, I commend this university for the work that continues here.
Work done by the University of the People. In Chapel Hill, I'm Adam Yosem, Carolina Week.
The Chancellor normally gives the State of the University address at the University Day ceremony, but Holden Thorpe has started a new tradition, releasing his address online. He says the university continues to accomplish a lot.
The Town Council approved plans for Carolina North. We cut the budget some more. Faculty brought in over $716 million in research funding. The university had its second best fundraising year ever. We enrolled the best prepared first-year class ever, again. And we opened a new cancer hospital for the people of North Carolina. Despite the challenges we've faced, we're achieving great things. That's because of you, our students, faculty, and staff.
University Day activities concluded with the dedication of a new education center at the North Carolina Botanical Gardens. You can see the Chancellor's entire address at our website, carolinaweek.org.
The wait is over. The nasal mist H1N1 vaccine is now available in Orange County, but only to certain people. Because this vaccine is a nasal mist and not an injection, there are several restrictions regarding who's eligible for the vaccine. People must be between 2 and 49 years old, must not be pregnant, not allergic to eggs, can't have asthma, and can't have long-term health problems.
Professors normally evaluate students, but now it's UNC's grading system that's under the microscope. As you see here, in an April report, officials found UNC's grade point average increased from nearly 2.5 in the 1960s to more than 3.2 this year. This upward trend in grades is visible in all departments, with the average GPA in the math department more than 2.6 and about 3.7 in the School of Education. UNC's Faculty Council met Friday to discuss possible solutions for the trend in grade distribution. Chancellor Holden Thorpe led the discussion, while faculty discussed potential solutions. Possible solutions include putting a cap on the number of A's and B's given in a class, reporting grades within the context of that class, or holding campus-wide discussions to come up with other solutions.
As part Part of the federal stimulus plan, Orange County has almost $5 million for a transportation project. The money will pay to resurface roads, upgrade the Chapel Hill signal system, install new lights, and various other bicycle and pedestrian projects. The state plans to provide more bus shelters and transit vehicles to create more job opportunities in Orange County. One of the projects also includes a proposal to construct a greenway at Morgan Creek between Chapel Hill and Carborough. Work for the projects is scheduled to start as early as October 26th. Our campus might not be litter-free, but that's not always the case for off-campus neighborhoods. UNC seniors got a little trashy in a competition Sunday afternoon. The goal, collect as much trash and recyclables as you can and help keep Chapel Hill clean. From Post-it notes to potato chip bags and aluminum cans, this group found it all, even if it meant climbing in the bushes. Each group found more than 16 bags of trash in 2 hours, which they promptly threw away.
Chapel Hill is one of the top 10 places in the country to start a new business. Jordan Harris tells us more about one merchant's recipe for success on Franklin Street.
Balut came to America 12 years ago from Turkey. He's the chef at Artichoke Basil. He previously owned a restaurant in New York City, a city that didn't make this Entrepreneur magazine's top 10 best startup cities list. Balut said the first time he saw Franklin Street, he thought of 8th Avenue, but with fewer crazy people.
The people are smiling every time. Everybody like say hi.
Balut says his food isn't expensive because business in Chapel Hill is different.
For this business, not for the money.
Balut can relate to a college student's limited budget because he remembers when he first bought an expensive sandwich in New York City. He was still hungry after, but he didn't have the money to buy another sandwich. That's why today he keeps prices low and the sandwiches big.
College people, they have the lesser than me. That's why we try the more meal, less money.
It's clear he loves the Chapel Hill atmosphere. He even brought me into the kitchen and taught me how to make a delicious cheese pizza. In Chapel Hill, I'm Jordan Harris, Carolina Week.
We're very disappointed because Jordan Harris cooked that pizza but didn't bring any back to the newsroom. Coming up, we're quickly approaching Election Day.
We'll introduce you to Chapel Hill Mayor candidate Augustus Cho.
Want to start a business? Have concerns about state regulations? Need information fast? Don't fret, the North Carolina Business Service Center is here for you. When you've got questions about business, we've got the answers that mean business. Pick up the phone and dial the Business Service Center. Call 1-800-228-8443.
In my mind, I'm going to Carolina. Can't you see the sunshine?
Here at Carolina, we are forging ahead in our tradition of cultivating leaders in research, teaching, and public service. As the nation's first public university, we are dedicated to setting the standard.
In my mind.
Is bad air quality ruining your day? Check the Outdoor Air Quality Index before leaving home to avoid the aggravations of smog. For more information about asthma and air quality, check online or call your local health department.
With early voting starting this Thursday on UNC's campus, our mayoral candidate profile series continues. Julianne McKellock sat down with one candidate who believes his diverse background makes him the man for the job.
Augustus Cho is a UNC graduate, retired Presbyterian minister, businessman, Taekwondo instructor, professor, writer, and now civil servant. Both personal and professional experiences inspired him to get involved in local government.
When I thought about what we have, it encouraged me to no longer complain about problems, but actually do something about it.
Cho currently serves as the town's Transportation Board Chairman and is the former chairman of the Orange County Republican Party.
My running for mayor is a natural extension of that. We have lots of positive attributes in our town, but at the same time, there are certain things that we can adjust to make it better for everybody.
Cho hopes to bring major changes to Chapel Hill by encouraging economic development through incentives for businesses, by supporting both Carolina North and the renovation of University Square, and by transforming downtown by dealing with issues of panhandling and parking.
I don't see Franklin Street as vibrant, as diverse as it used to be. And I feel bad for the students because they only have 4 years to establish a lifetime of experience, and I'm concerned that's not going to happen.
Cho hopes to make Franklin Street a commercial center for students, residents, and to attract people from other communities. He plans to do this by blocking off the 100 block of Franklin Street, which starts here at the post office and extends here at Spanky's on the corner of Franklin and Columbia. Cho eagerly awaits November 3rd and his chance to continue serving the town of Chapel Hill as its new mayor. He encourages both students and local residents to be a voice in their community. In Chapel Hill, I'm Julianne McKellogg, Carolina Week.
You can find links to websites for the candidates on our website, carolinaweek.org.
Race Relations Week 2009 kicks off today, and this year's theme is Taking Strides to End the Divide. The organization Students for the Advancement of Race Relations, or SARR, is sponsoring several events this week. Tonight, there are improv performances in Haynes Art Center, and Tuesday, you can help volunteer to clean up the old cemetery and attend panel discussion about social issues surrounding families and education for low-income citizens.
Students often flock to Franklin Street for a fun-filled Friday night. This week, other locals walked a little farther looking for a special artistic experience. Carrboro celebrated its 100th Art Walk Friday. People from throughout the community attended to view the great artwork from local artists, both in the area and across North Carolina. Food and music were also part of the event. Each gallery featured a different collection of paintings and pottery, inviting guests to roam and see which special piece caught their attention.
I think especially in this period of time, we need beauty. And I love seeing people express themselves and the gifts and talents that God gave them.
The artwork is on display the second Friday of every month and includes different pieces each time.
One Campus organization is all about bringing a piece of German culture to UNC. UNC's German Club held its annual Oktoberfest in the Pit Friday. The club's role on campus is to promote, celebrate, and acknowledge German culture and share it with the UNC community. Oktoberfest is a long-standing tradition in Germany, and anyone passing by got non-alcoholic beers and pretzels to the sounds of German music. The club also gave out scholarship and grant pamphlets for students interested in studying abroad in Germany.
Teens in Durham are finding their voice with the help of a voice from the past. Former civil rights activist Ann Atwater gave an interview to the young members of Voice. UNC journalism lecturer John Lauderer leads the program, and other faculty and journalism students mentor the teens. Their interviews and stories are posted online. The goal is to get the teenagers into the newsrooms and off the streets. Atwater came as part of the oral history project called Heroes in Our Midst, Our Village Elders.
And now we have weathercaster Joe Belanger. Joe, not too pretty of a day out there today.
No, unfortunately, it wasn't one of the better ones, but we're hoping for that sun to come out by tomorrow. And coming up on Carolina Week, we'll take a closer look at your weather for the week ahead.
Check it out, man.
What is that?
It looks like someone's belly. Yeah, probably lost it walking on the beach.
Man, just leave it. Let's go.
Can I help you, sir?
I found these over by the stairs.
Okay, thank you.
What are they?
Love handles. Lots of people lose them taking the stairs instead of the escalator.
What is that thing?
Looks like somebody's double chin. Must have lost it snacking on fruits and vegetables.
Somebody's gonna trip on that.
Hey, welcome back to Carolina Week. I'm weather forecaster Joe Belanger, here to take a look at your week ahead. Today we've had some very gloomy weather on this Columbus Day, unfortunately. That rain shower looks to continue into this evening. But tomorrow we look for a very pleasant Tuesday. That's good news. Unfortunately, it's not going to last as those chilly temperatures will return along with that rain. If we go ahead and look at the current U.S. satellite for our area, you can see there's a lot of cloud cover, and that's what hit us today and will continue hitting us into this evening. If we look at the surface pressure map, you can see that the rain will make its way northward into tonight, and bringing with it will be this warm front. That's good news in the sense that it will bring some mild temperatures for this evening and into tomorrow. With the rain clearing out by tomorrow, we should have some nice sun and some warm temperatures for a really pleasant Tuesday. If we go ahead and look at the tropics for this time of year, it's still hurricane season. And as you can see, it's been very quiet, especially right now, and that's good news for all of us. Since it is hurricane season, that also means it's the season of fall. And with that, we like to keep an eye on the fall foliage for across the East Coast. Right now, if you look outside our window, you'll see it's still pretty green out there, not too much color. You go westward, though, more to the mountains, cities like Asheville, that's where you're going to see the more of a color. The peak of it is up in the New England area. That's like New Hampshire, Vermont. That's where you're seeing the more peak of the fall colors. If you are heading to the mountains, you can see that Asheville, Charlotte, and Greensboro, clear for tomorrow, and that's good news. It's a great day to get outside if you can. I'd highly recommend it. High temperatures, 75 for Charlotte, 73 for Greensboro, 68 for Asheville. It's a good time to do that. If you're going to the beach or eastward of the area, you can see that we do expect some cloud in the morning, but it should clear out in the afternoon, so that's good news. Outer Banks coming in at 70, Wilmington 76, Greenville 78. A good day tomorrow. Take advantage of it as much as you can. Back in our area for tonight, you can see that the Triangle, we are watching all that rain. If you're going out, bring that umbrella. Careful on the roads. They will be slick from all the rain we've received. Low temperature tonight, around 56 for the Triangle region. For tomorrow, that rain looks to clear out, and the sun will return, which is a great sign. Highs well above average, around 77 for the Triangle region. We're used to around 70 for this time of year, so that's a good time to get out and enjoy the higher temperatures. That's about the last of the good news I can bring you, unfortunately. As we look at the 5-day forecast, you can see that our temperatures drop dramatically, almost over 20 degrees actually for Wednesday and Thursday. Chances of rain will return as well, unfortunately. The chilly temperatures continue to go right up through the weekend. On Saturday, you can see it starts to clear up a little bit, which is good news, but unfortunately, looks like tomorrow is going to be the last day for a good one for a while.
Well, unfortunately, the only time I can enjoy those nice temperatures is on my walk to class.
Unfortunately.
All right, thanks, Joe.
Orange County Emergency Service workers will be wearing pink all month to increase breast cancer awareness. EMS paramedics traded their usual gray shirts and caps for pink ones as part of the International Breast Cancer Awareness Campaign. EMS fleet vehicles are also sporting pink ribbons with logos promoting awareness. Recent statistics show American women are more prone than women anywhere else in the world to acquire breast cancer, but simple early detection methods provide a high survival rate. Breast cancer is the second most common type of cancer worldwide, following lung cancer. 1 in 8 women will get breast cancer in her lifetime. Well, now we're joined by sportscaster Nick King.
Nick, big weekend for the football team, finally bounced back, a big win going into the bye week.
Guys, a lot of W's for the Heels this weekend, but the football team certainly had the microscope under them. And in football, the Tar Heel defense has been doing its job, but it was the offense that finally kicked itself into gear on Saturday. We'll tell you what they did to turn it around.
This is Mommy's bed. Me and Jenny were jumping on it. Mommy's gun fell on the floor. I was a cowboy. Bang, 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 bang. I said, Jenny, wake up, it's just pretend. But she wouldn't wake up.
The fish at Lake Crabtree and Briar Creek contain PCB chemicals that are very dangerous to your health. So catch and release every time you fish. For more information, call 919-707-5900 or check the webpage.
Welcome back to Carolina Week Sports. JV tryouts are underway for basketball and the competition is heating up. So, what exactly is the process to becoming the next Tar Heel baller? Teams play pickup style, shirts and skins, 5-minute games, yell your own scores, call your own fouls. When time's up, varsity assistant coach Jared Haas records the score and switches the teams. And guess who else is there? Check out Coach Roy in the orange polo watching from the side as the guys fight for the opportunity to sit on his bench, wear the Carolina blue, and maybe get their jersey up there. Tryouts continue this week and the coaches choose the team on Thursday. The football team is back on track. Reporter Justin Page tells us why looking good before Florida State comes to town is so important.
It was easy to overlook the Tar Heels game against an overwhelmed Georgia Southern. But after back-to-back losses, Saturday's game was crucial in getting Carolina back on track. Quan Sturdivant and the defense continued their solid play, forcing 6 turnovers and scoring 2 touchdowns. But all eyes were on the struggling offense, which had scored only 1 touchdown in their last 2 games. Last week in practice, Coach Butch Davis emphasized simplifying the offensive playbook.
So we just kind of said this week, hey, look, this is who we are. This is what our kids know. This is what we've been practicing since last April. Let's give them the best chance to have some success and gain some confidence.
The strategy paid off. Sean Drone and Ryan Houston split carries and picked up 164 yards on the ground. Quarterback TJ Yates also bounced back thanks to a solid effort from a healthier offensive line.
I was very comfortable out there. Our offense is rolling. Our defense is doing a great job. So, when all the things are going right, it just helps you so much during the game, just being out there being comfortable.
The win gives the Heels much-needed momentum going into the second half of the season. But players will tell you there's lots of room for improvement.
Just coming off a win and going into a bye week is tremendous. But you don't want to lose that momentum, and you want to keep it upbeat, and guys need to stay focused and be consistent in practice and coming out and ready to work every day.
The schedule only gets tougher. Next week, Carolina faces Florida State in Chapel Hill's first ever Thursday night game. In Chapel Hill, I'm Justin Page, Carolina Week Sports.
This weekend marks the halfway point of the season for the Heels. FSU will be their 3rd ACC opponent. They have yet to win a game in the ACC thus far. The women's soccer team suffered its first ACC loss in 2 years last Sunday. Friday night, it was time for some revenge. The unlucky challenger, NC State. Just 4 minutes into the game, Courtney Jones with the little kiss. 3 minutes later, Megan Klingenberg pulls her right foot out of the bag and hooks one in. You might want to get comfortable. They're just getting started. Here we go. Watch the right corner of your screen. Allie Hawkins out of nowhere. She follows her own miss. Shoot-ah. Second half now. Jessica McDonald. Send it in. And finally, Alyssa Rich with the header to the right corner, capping off a 5-0 W. The Heels danced all over the Wolfpack. Courtney Jones says they were fueled by a bitter taste after their previous loss.
It's hard for us to lose, and so our next game, I think we were pretty much fired up for this. So you can tell that everyone on the team had energy, and we went after them.
Women's soccer continues to win. The field hockey team is continuing to dominate their opponents in record fashion as well. Saturday, Heels on the move against Boston College. Kelsey Kolodziejczyk finds senior Elsie Davids, avoids the sliding goalie, count it. The freshman to the senior, making it look easy. Fast forward to Sunday against the Dukies. In Durham, not as easy. In a tight game, we're tied at 1 late second half. Find Kolodziejczyk in the bottom right of your screen. Gets her stick on the rebound. That's a clutch goal. We continue to see her hang around the right side of that goal and capitalize. A narrow 2-1 victory, but Kolodziejczyk says it's a good thing.
We had to face adversity, we had been having 9 shutouts in a row, we tied the record again, so having a tough game like this, I think it kept us in check and in line with, hey, you can't take any team lightly.
The field hockey win against the Blue Devils on Sunday adds another point for UNC in the Carlisle Cup. Tar Heels are dominating in the series so far this season. with a win each for men's and women's soccer, and now 2 for field hockey. The score stands at UNC 4, Duke 0. How about them apples? The next game for Carlisle Cup points will be women's volleyball this Friday in Chapel Hill.
All right, 4-0 against Duke this year, Nick. Seems like business as usual.
Sounds like an awesome start to me.
All right, the football team's got 2 hard games coming up with Florida State and Virginia Tech. Bye week coming in, how do you feel about that?
Hey, the time off will give them a good chance to rest up and get ready.
All right, appreciate it, Nick.
Thanks so much, Nick.
Coming up after the break.
Members of the senior class have lots of talent to share with the Carolina community and with you.
Glass bottle saves enough energy to run the TV you're watching for 1 full hour. Recycle. It's the everyday way to save the world.
If you have a story idea, contact Carolina Week at 843-8292. You can also visit us online at carolinaweek.org. If you have questions about this program, write Carolina Week at Campus Box 3365, UNCCH, Chapel Hill, North Carolina, 27599.
Mother taught me. She's
averaging 18%. Balance the budget. Increasing clouds for...
UNC TV. Your remote stops here.
I did not say that. Oh, you didn't. Right. Honey, it's written all over the outfit. Okay. I will sleep with someone on the first day. Hey, I knew it. I knew it. But that's only if I know that he's not going to be there only for one night. Are you going to take it out? Oh, James.
Excuse me, ladies. Have you been tested for HIV?
Tested? You don't mean like each time. Oh, no. Like how often? Do you get tested?
Get a job.
Look, it's a giraffe.
I don't see it.
The less art kids get, the more it shows. Are yours getting enough? Art. Ask for more. AmericansForTheArts.org.
UNC has plenty of talented students.
Friday night, seniors were in the spotlight on UNC's biggest stage. The first ever Seniors Got Talent showcase gave some of UNC's most gifted seniors a chance to take center stage. Senior class Vice President Sebastian Williams was excited about the opportunity for seniors to perform in such a famous place.
A lot of people don't have this opportunity to perform on a stage like Memorial Hall. And also, all the ticket sales will go into the senior class philanthropy.
9 different acts took the stage and all entertained the crowd in their own unique way. A few of UNC's more popular and established groups also performed, including Bhangra Elite and the Clefhangers. Ramses and student body president Jasmine Jones were the judges for the event, while host Sam Pompey kept the audience laughing with his costume changes and sense of humor.
You know she's laughing because she's looking at me like she... I'm more about this game.
All of the seniors gave their best, but in the end, only one act could win the competition.
Tonight's winner, and the taking home of that piece of paper and the balloons, Take Me As I Am, Aisha Mundo and Olivia Myrick.
That does it for this edition of Carolina Week.
Thanks so much for watching. Good night.